Okay, so I'm going to get into another technique from this side. Now, sticking to the same side that we're working on, the kingpin is actually a really good setup on that side. It's actually a little easier. I probably should have filmed it on this side coming up, but I do it on both sides. Okay. Now, whether I'm going for the kingpin or not, there's an option called the pullback triangle, and this is when you're looking for a technique, and he's either countered it and timed and ducked under your leg when you're looking for a technique. That happens, or especially when you're on this hip. Because his head's able to come up, whereas when you're on the other hip, he's really have to fight to get his head up. Okay, so you're on this side, you're looking for your technique, and what happens, your leg throws over and he either ducks under it or you just completely miss it on purpose. You can actually do a pullback triangle. This is kind of weird, but I get it. It's very easy, and for some reason it keeps surprising people. I guess it's hard to not make happen. So I just want to teach it to you guys. And there was a time for a while that I would just go directly to the pullback triangle. I would just skip a lot of steps and say, screw it. I'm not going to be super technical. I'm just going to look like I'm doing a crappy omoplata, and then I'm going to pull them back. Okay, so it does work very nicely. All right, so I'll take you guys through it. Okay, so back into that position, working, lock, I get here. So now I'm on the inside. This is a great hearing where we're going. You can see when I'm here, I can do the kingpin position pretty easily. Choke up, push, and then pull and throw my leg over. Okay, but even if I'm not, you okay? He could be looking to now grab my ankle and try to duck out or something like that. This is kind of common in this area. So what I'm going to do now is, even though I'm holding on to his shoulder, I'm going to push him away, and I'm just going to whip my leg over the head. Okay, so when I'm here, I'm pushing and I'm cupping. So I'm on this hip, so it's not really an omoplata counter for him. I just throw it over the top and I hold on to his neck. So when I'm here, they might have the natural, they want to pass like a stack pass, so they pick their head up. And now I just pull it back in and switch back. It's almost like you're going omoplata and swinging back. But I'm pushing and then I'm pulling. So I'm kind of working the top of the neck. Now, if you can get a hold of a good part of that spinal cord, that's going to help you. But even if you're here on a sweaty neck, just dig your fingers in. Don't just like try to use this will slide. Dig in, and that will pull them back. So when I'm here and I'm working and I'm capping up, I'll just push, whoop, and I keep my hand here. And I'll hold him because he can try to move away, and this will give me some grip. And now he can either set me up for it or I just force it to happen. So he's here, no problem, because remember, I'm super tight. I just pull, he's back in. Lock, catch, drag, hack him back down, and the same kind of sequence that we covered before. Okay? So it's really not super technical or difficult. Okay? So if you really like that armbar side, you can kind of look like you're screwing up here and then pull on right back. You can play some few games with it. I very rarely play the side anymore. The other side just works so much better for me, and I think part of it is just I don't move. I can move quick when I want to, but I like the slower and controlled style a little more now. That will happen when you get a little older. All right, and you get some lead in your pencil. Okay. Or lack of. I guess we're at that, Okay, so that's a little option. I don't think we need another angle, do we? Yeah, Zach's saying no. All right, so this was a simple pullback triangle. And yeah, so now if you really like that side, you have the armbar, you have the triangle, you have the kingpin option as well. You have the pullback triangle. I definitely don't suggest you going omoplata on that side. I think that's where you're going to see a lot of counters happen to you. I remember Eddie talking about the shoulder pin. I don't know what he called it at the time. I think he had a different name for it as well. It wasn't shoulder pin or Williams. That's what happens in this game. And he was like, no, if you go for it, you go shoulder pin and you go omoplata, it's very easy to counter. He's absolutely right, especially when you're on that hip. When you do it the other hip and you do the pressure right, it's not. it's not easy to counter at all. It's extremely effective. But when it comes to the omoplata on this side, he's right. Yeah, I wouldn't go for omoplata on that hip. The other hip, sure, like the way I showed you in the DVD. That will get you some results, okay? So I just want to put my 2 cents in there. That doesn't mean you won't be able to pull it off. You might be able to make it work, okay? It's up to you. But I just want to give you my take on it.